just finished The Last of Us episode 4, and what I will say is that I think this was another fantastic episode. Definitely not as powerful as last week's, but definitely powerful in its own ways. And that's something that I kind of was even mentioning before, is that this show, with these last 4 episodes that we've seen now, each episode has definitely had its own focal point of something that makes you really like see it stand out more than like other shows. I don't really know what the case may be about that. I know some people called last week's episode filler. Some people might call this week's episode filler, but in my eyes, both, like, every episode has a lot of meaning and a lot of potential to the actual story that's being told, and being able to see so many different point of views as we have been, it definitely makes the humanizing aspect of these characters, it definitely does it in a bigger way, and it definitely feels a lot smoother, I guess you can say. I really, really appreciated the scenes that we got with Kathleen, and being able to see her as the leader of her city or clan or whatever, and how they have kind of taken down that Fedra outpost. And then, just like, the guy was saying at the end, even though they took down that Fedra outpost, they're no better. They're kicking in the doors of the people that they're trying to protect, and so on and so forth as well. So I think from a storytelling standpoint, this show has done a lot of beneficial things to really not just humanize these situations, of giving us that, like, I mean, literally that true perspective of, is this a hero or is this a villain, or are they just trying to do what they can until those ends justify the means? Because those ends and those means are different for every party that's involved. So what is really the case, or where is really the stance of good and evil in this situation? And the answer is that there isn't one. There isn't a stance of good and evil in this situation. There is just what you do and what you do not do, especially in such a critical time where people's lives are no doubt always on the line. You kind of got to do what you got to do at some point, and I think that's something that we see from Joel. Joel has evolved. He no doubt was very cynical and probably wasn't very caring at the beginning of everything that was going. Ooh. Excuse me. At the beginning of everything that was going on with what happened with the outbreak, and we see that even starting the show after he loses his daughter, and we skip that time into the present day, we see he's so desensitized that he's carrying a child to be, basically burned in that pile. And it's just so crazy, bro, to kind of see all the different aspects of what they've been showing us within the show. And I think they're doing a fantastic job at it as well. I think to be able to go from one place to another, Ellie asks Joel, did you ever kill any innocent people? And he kind of ignores the question, because it's obvious that yes, he has, but it's, like he said, it was just different times back then, no doubt. Like, that's probably before the Fedra was probably really as big as it is, and basically locking down these places. I'm pretty sure things were super hectic before they actually figured out some type of system for living. And I mean, that system obviously doesn't work, because they're murdering children and shit like that. So, it doesn't really work. But still, I really think this show is beautifully written, and I cannot wait to continue the story, honestly. All right, so let's see how you guys are feeling. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that episode. What was the highlights? What was the dim light, the low lights? What's the highlights? What's the low lights? Let me know how you guys are feeling. Marcy says Fedra are full on literal Nazis. People who fight them can't be all bad. Yeah. They're basically Nazis for sure. They're definitely doing very Nazistic stuff. They was wilding for sure. But I really just appreciate that. I even like the world building with the Fedra, the fact that they're what's left of the government and what's left of all these societies and things like that. And even what is it, 20 years in the future, it's still very apparent that there is some type of government that exists even post outbreak and all this shit, you know. And then you have the Fireflies, and I'm really hoping to get more of a glimpse into the Fireflies. Hopefully next week's episode. No, probably the week after that, because next week is going to be about Ham, about Henry and Sam, and those wild monsters that we saw, and just all that stuff. So that's going to be what's going on with them. But hopefully we get to see more of the Fireflies, and maybe even more of the Fedra type of thing, and kind of understand how that all came to exist. Once again, no flashback or anything. We got straight into the story, which I am super excited about, that it keeps happening. I'm loving how they're continuously building the relationship between Joel and Ellie, and this episode definitely saw them build more of a bond together, build more of a understanding with each other as well. Joel finding out that Ellie has kind of taken a life before. It's not her first rodeo in doing something, and taking part in some violence in order to save her life for someone else's, and I'm all the way here for that. You know what I mean? I'm all the way here for that relationship growing, and him being like, okay, well, let me at least teach you how to teach you how to use this gun. If you've already been in these type of situations before to where you've had to save your life, and now you saved my life, let's actually teach you how to use this stuff properly and what to actually do. And I really appreciate that point of storytelling. And I appreciate everything about what the show has done so far. And I can't wait to see what they do for the next week. And this episode was really awesome. And I think next week's episode is going to be like a super big banger. I don't know how many episodes there are. How many episodes of the lot? 9. So there's going to be 9 episodes. We're 4 episodes down. So we have 5 episodes left. And those next 5 episodes are no doubt going to be a banger. Like episode 10 is definitely gonna episode 10, my bad. Episode 5 is definitely going to give us a big type of fight battle-esque thing going down from that trailer, that we saw. And I'm here for that all the way. I think that's gonna be awesome. So then probably episode 6 will probably give us, the reuniting of Joel and his brother. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to learn some stuff about Ellie and her friend, so we'll probably get that in episode what would that be, 7, and then kind of build up some more. So I'm here for this, man. It was awesome. This show is awesome. It's really great. It's fantastic. It's all of the words that relate to something positive that I can think of. I really enjoy it. I can't believe how good the show has been week after week, and it's going to continue to get better. And I have no doubt about that whatsoever. And I hope you guys have had a great time with this watch party and review like I have. I'm excited for Melanie Insink's character. P.S. Watch Yellow Jackets. Watch it. Okay, Marzo. I'm gonna watch Yellow Jackets. I keep forgetting what that's on. Let me put that in my queue right now. Is that on Peacock? I think that's what it's on. Peacock. Sign in. Is it Peacock or is it the other one? Yeah, this show week after week is just so fantastic. I'm having such a great time, and I really hope that the show really continues to grow in popularity. I think next week's episode, since it's going to be kind of a big, not a big reveal, but it's going to be a big event that's happening. I think that's going to cause a lot of us to lose our shit. I think it's going to cause a lot of us to lose our shit about how amazing it is. Okay, where the hell is Yellow Jackets at? What is it on? Yellow Jackets. Showtime. So I think it is on Paramount Plus. All right, sweet. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. It premiered on Showtime and it was on Hulu. Yeah, I think it's on Paramount Plus now that they have something, because I think Paramount and Showtime, all that stuff is together. But I would love to hear how everybody felt about this episode, how everybody's been doing. Mary Sue, how did you feel about last week's episode and this week's episode? I don't think you were here last week, so I didn't get to hear how you was feeling, but it definitely touched my heart. I was like, damn, when I was watching the show, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? I was not prepared. No one told me that it was about to get so heartbreaking. And all I keep hearing is that it's going to be even more heartbreaking for the future episodes. And I don't want to know that. So sad. But it was an amazing episode today, yo. Like, what an amazing episode that we got through today. The Last of Us is definitely shaping up to be one of the best shows I think I've ever seen ever. And I think it's going to continually go up in amazingness week after week. And I hope everybody is ready to continue to be amazed and just breathtaking away just by how awesome the show is going to be again and again and a mother effing again. Okay? I appreciate each and every one of you guys, for real. Mercy says, man, I was not ready for last week. Yeah, for real. That last week had me in shambles. I was like, I am broken. What the hell is this? What are they doing to us? And this episode just made me really appreciate all of the incredible, amazing things that they've been doing lately. Like the cinematography and all of the things. It's just, it's nice and spicy. I really appreciate it. I've been having crazy busy weekends lately, so these Sunday streams have been hard to make. I understand. Yeah, the weekends for me have also been hella busy, Marcy. No lie. So I definitely can feel you there. It's been crazy. Hopefully this week, not even hopefully, this week we're going to be on, well, Hogwarts is coming out tomorrow, everyone. Hogwarts is coming out tomorrow, and I am going to be streaming that at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. That's when the game goes live. If you guys aren't already, make sure you follow me on my Twitch channel so you can check out the gameplay for Hogwarts, because it's going to be amazing. I'm so ready for it. I'm just excited. I'm just excited through the roof for this game. It's going to be freaking amazing. I've been waiting for this game literally since the day it came out. So I am super legit ready for this, man. Like, let's get it, baby. Shout out to Arby's. Never once hears it described as a restaurant. Legit. Is like Arby's is like a fast food. Well, is it a fast food chain or is it a restaurant? I don't know. I've never been to an Arby's anywhere ever. So Arby's, like this, I just Googled it. It says Arby's is an American fast food sandwich restaurant. Oh, so I guess fast food places are considered restaurants. It's a fast food restaurant. Alrighty. Interesting. I guess we learn something new every day, Marisu, because I was definitely on the same page as you. I was like, what? What the hell are they talking about? But I am ecstatic about this episode that we just got to check out and watch. It was amazing. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in for this watch party and review of The Last of Us episode 4. It was very touching. It was very amazing. I'm loving the dynamic between Joel and I can't think of homegirl's name, but I am very much loving the dynamic of Joel and Ellie. That's what her name is. And I can't wait to see how I can't wait to see their dynamic with Henry and Sam, because Henry and Sam, I'm pretty sure they were like brothers. They didn't look like father and son, but like Henry and Sam, they look like they're going to kind of have just as much vibes, you know, as Joel and Ellie do. So I'm all the way here for it. I love this episode. I hope you guys loved it too. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with me today on this watch party and review of The Last of Us episode 4. And make sure you guys drop a like if you haven't already. And as I say all the time, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marbros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marbros.com. Nice and represent Superfan. or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only streams, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. Success.
On today's pop culture news update. On today's pop culture news update.